All right, and we're back. Hey everyone, Jay here. So for today, I wanted to cover an article that was released last night by Bloomberg about JP Morgan's long-term price prediction for Bitcoin. And at the end of this video, we'll take a look at Bitcoin and see where it's at. But let's just say things are really getting juicy right now. So before we begin, it means so much to me that people are hitting that like button and even subscribing to the channel. So I just want to say thank you to everybody showing support. And without further ado, let's go. As I've stated last night in my newsfeed, an article popped up from Bloomberg about JP Morgan's long-term price prediction for Bitcoin. Over here, I have the condensed version of the article from CNBC highlighting some of the key things I took away from the article. Now, don't worry, I've condensed it and highlighted some of the key takeaways from the article. So here we are. As you can see, CNBC article, JP Morgan says Bitcoin could rise to 146,000 long-term as it competes with gold. As you can see over here, these are the article's key points. JP Morgan said Bitcoin could rally as high as 146,000 in the long term as it competes with gold as an alternative currency. Bitcoin's volatility would need to drop substantially before it can match gold in terms of market value, the bank's strategist said in Note Monday. That was the article from Bloomberg last night. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon once called Bitcoin a fraud and said he is more interested in blockchain technology than crypto. Now that's interesting take, Mr. Dimon. This statement where he called Bitcoin a fraud was actually back in 2017. He also called Bitcoin dangerous and will ultimately fail. All right, moving on. One of the biggest US investment banks thinks the digital currency could have much further to run. As of right now, Bitcoin is sitting at around 33,000. So yes, it has much more to run. Now, next one says JP Morgan made a bold long-term price target for Bitcoin, claiming the red-hot cryptocurrency could rally as high as $146,000. You don't say. Have you not paid attention to the stock-to-flow model that PlansB created? Links in the description, by the way, if you have not taken a look for yourself what PlansB's stock-to-flow model indicates. In 2021, PlansB stock to flow, as you can see over here at the very end of 2021, it's showcasing that Bitcoin's price should be at about $100,000. So this is no news to me. All right. So anyways, let's dive a little bit deeper. Institutional investors are starting to buy in, and this is seen as a crucial confidence boost for the digital asset. Little doubt that the institutional flow impulse into Bitcoin is what distinguishes 2020 from 2017. Now, this is true. In my opinion, this bull run is currently leaning towards the institutions. Now we're seeing companies like, of course, JP Morgan, who sees the writing on the wall. Bitcoin and blockchain technology is the future. Also, you have institutions like MicroStrategy utilizing their cash reserves to buy Bitcoin to not only fight off against inflation, but more importantly, their CEO, Michael Saylor, fundamentally understand what Bitcoin will be worth in the future. Then you have other companies like PayPal and Square adopting cryptocurrencies as a form of exchange in their platform. And now every other institution does not want to be left behind. All right, let's finish this out. According to JP Morgan, more than $3 billion has flowed into the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust since mid-October, while gold ETFs have bled $7 billion. JP Morgan has invested heavily in the space, creating its own digital currency called JPM Coin and establishing a new unit devoted to blockchain. Now, this idea that Bitcoin will eventually match gold's market cap, in my opinion, is only a matter of time. What we're seeing here in JP Morgan is a good example, as others have followed before them, and it's that blockchain technology is the future, and you either get left behind or you can adapt. Now, this last sentence, this is interesting because let's read this again. JP Morgan has invested heavily in this space, creating its own digital currency called JPM Coin and establishing a new unit devoted to blockchain. This is interesting because if you take a look at here, now this article was published in 2017 where Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, calling Bitcoin a fraud. Now, if you take a look at this right here, America's biggest bank said he would fire Jamie Dimon. He would fire in a second anyone at the investment bank found to be trading in Bitcoin for two reasons. It's against our rules and they're stupid, and both are dangerous. He also added the currency isn't going to work. You can't have a business where people can invent a currency out of thin air and think that people who are buying it are really smart. Wow. Fast forward to 2020, and where are they right now? They've created their own digital currency called JPM coin. And guess what? They actually did do it. This right here is actually straight from their website. JP Morgan creates a digital coin for payments. Wow. Adaptation at its best, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, 2021 will be an amazing year for crypto. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So last but not least, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on Bitcoin. This chart I drew about a couple hours ago. As you can see, currently right now, Bitcoin is looking like it's painting a descending triangle on the 4-hour chart. And it's really apparent in the 1-hour chart as well. But the thing is, what I'm seeing in the 1-hour chart is pretty interesting because it looks like we might have potentially broken past it, and it looks like we are waiting for a bounce. We will see if this is going to be a descending triangle. But one thing that is interesting right now is that if you look at the MACD, all right, it's turning bullish. So we could potentially break out of this area and we'll most likely hit the next psychological barrier, which is around the 40K level. One thing I want to finish it out is that look at the monthly chart, ladies and gentlemen. And I circled all of these RSIs out here. And as of right now, we are only sitting at around 84. And all of the previous bull runs, we went as high as 96, 94, 96, 96. So ladies and gentlemen, we have a long way to go. So that price prediction that JP Morgan is stating at 146,000 doesn't look so far-fetched. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.